What's up guys, Itchy here. Time for some Lico runs. So I have been at this all day. This has been ridiculous. This is probably my 16th or 17th run, and yeah, it's been pretty ridiculous, but I wanted to get her on tape. I wanted to get the capture on tape on the first day, just because I wanted to have it for prosperity. But yeah, it's been a tough day. I'm actually in stage 3 right now. I did not mean to come into stage 3. This just happened. I hit the wrong button and that's just how it was. And I actually do have subscriber 4 mana with me again. Trust me, since I have done so many videos today, if you are subscribed and you are on my friends list, you have been in a video. There was just no capture, so unfortunately I couldn't use the footage. But yeah, so I'm going to hope for a cap here. Not expecting anything because this is not my first time doing the higher stage. So yeah, it's a little more difficult than the other one, but actually this time around it hasn't been that bad. The first time I did this, it was pretty difficult. There were a bunch of those snake girls, I can't think of their names now, but the ones that have the 4 giant snakes behind them, and they have area of effect attacks that just absolutely devastate. This time around I got a lot of Trents, I got a lot of just weaker things that weren't a big deal, so that wasn't so bad. Yeah, I started it at that other stage because I wanted to show you the Mementos there. That was one of, I'm gonna say, 5 or 6. I forget how many you have to fight in that, and one of them is the higher starred Mementos, and so it was much harder than it needed to be. Not necessarily so much as like the damage I was taking. The damage wasn't actually that bad. It was more just the fact that it was very annoying. There were many of them, and they attacked several times each, so each attack was pretty annoying. And then each one had pretty decent HP to go along with it, so it took a while. And unfortunately, used up some of my cure items in the meantime. I actually ran out of cures. I've been doing this for so long that I need to go farming again. I didn't have full cures going into this, so I just kind of was, you know, hoping for the best, but at the same time, I did not mean to hit the 3rd stage, so I wasn't expecting to have to use that many anyway. I don't have Godtree with me because as far as her Brave Burst goes, since it is single target, I felt that he was kind of useless. For the most part, I felt like he didn't do enough damage to keep him in there. He was kind of just there, you know what I mean? He wasn't really helping me at all. He wasn't making use of anything because he could only heal one person at a time. So I took him out, I put Edea in because I also wanted to see if Lico could be poisoned. Cephia was able to paralyze her, so that was something that was very useful. Having her paralyzed for a turn definitely helps. But I wanted to see if I could poison her also because that would just help runs go a little bit faster. And as you can see, her Brave Burst does do a lot of damage, and I got lucky there that she only used it once. I'm going to go ahead and use a high cure because Magris's recovery is so low. So yeah, one thing to note about the herself, she does not have a high defense. Her defense is actually pretty deplorable. She does have a decent attack, however, so that's definitely one reason why she is very usable. I will be using her for my dark team. I do need another dark unit to replace Cephia. The thing about it is I do have a Sheeta, but I've decided not to use Sheeta because I don't know, he takes a dark pot to evolve, and I don't waste that dark pot. I want to make sure that if I'm going to use that dark pot, it's going to be going to something that I'm going to use in the long run. I don't want to waste it on a unit that I'm just going to throw out there, and I don't feel like trying to get another one. I happened upon it when I was making my way to Zebra, so I did not want to waste it again because I've done tons of Zebra runs. I made it through that entire world without actually finding any up until the very end there, so I figured, you know what, this is obviously something that's probably pretty hard to get, so I'm not going to screw around with that. I'm going to go ahead and use a Divine Light here just because I don't want to waste my cures and such. And she's about halfway, so I'm not too worried about cure items at this point. especially since she can only concentrate on one unit at a time. So yeah, as far as type goes, I am interested in getting her Guardian form. Subscriber Jack Lai, he was actually the one who first brought that to my attention. He did get a Guardian earlier, and I did see some pictures online of her stats, and I believe her 5-star barely gets over 1k of defense. So 5 stars definitely gonna run into some problems there as far as that's concerned. But other than that, I mean, like I said, she's a pretty decent unit. She just needs a little help, that's all. I think coupled with Magrus's ability to give her extra HP, she should be definitely usable. Plus she also causes injury, I believe, with her Dark Impact, so that's definitely helpful, especially against bosses that are prone to injury. One of which I'm trying to try out. I want to use her against Carl and see if that injury could help at all, or if he can even be injured. I'm not even sure if that's possible, so I'm going to heal up here just a little bit just because the battle's almost over, and I do plan on doing some healing item runs after this just so I can replenish my stock. So yeah, speaking of Carl, I cannot wait to go after him again once I get a team that I'm trying to build to go against him. Format actually did mention to me that a decent Thunder team would be the best thing to go against him. Reason being, obviously, he's going to be doing less damage to you, and you can do more damage to him. Then also, if you have a Bolt Amy with you, you can go ahead and cause injury to him, and that will actually make his attacks even less devastating. So I'm going to be building up a Thunder team, and I'm also going to be building up my Elmo just to get her up to speed. So let's go ahead and cross our fingers here for a cap. See if third stage makes any difference. Okay, wow. Finally got the cap. That is just a weight off my shoulders. This has been a ridiculous day. So I'm so glad this is over and done with. I am so glad I don't have to do this again, and I'm so glad I was able to get the capture on camera for you guys. So that does it for this video. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Go ahead and check out the Facebook page. I'll be leaving a link in the description. Come talk all things Brave Frontier. And yeah, take it easy, guys.